speech in this August House. At the outset, I would like to congratulate NDA, more particularly Modi ji, for the massive mandate he has got. More than their expectations. Without any allies, they have come to the power on their own after a long gap in Indian politics. That mandate was given to the NDA and more particularly to the Modi ji as a Prime Minister candidate for the two reasons. I wish to state the manifesto of the BJP like a preamble of the Constitution, a preamble of the BJP manifesto. The first line is, runaway food inflation has crippled household budget under the Congress-led UPA. The second line is, Congress remained insensitive and indifferent, tying itself in knots and misdirected steps. Third is the comment in the manifesto was, and is, Committee of CM under the leadership of CMs, Chief Ministers, under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji in 2011, recommended certain steps which UPA did not accept. इसी का कारण देश का जनता मोदी जी को ये गवर्न करने के लिए चांस दिए. That's the reason I hope the Modi will be succeeding his endeavor to elevate the people's problem. In the manifesto itself, the first issue mentioned in the BJP manifesto is the imminent problem is price rise. Nobody has raised it. It's the BJP government itself in the manifesto has mentioned price rise is the most important issue. So it is a known fact because the Congress has failed, people chose the NDA government. There is no secret about it. We know everybody is known. I don't think we need to accuse each other. What we have to look forward is to listen the problem of the people. The important thing in this country is we have to listen to the problem faced by the common people, the poor and middle class, rather than accusing each other. That's what I want to mention. And the second thing is, I am a doctor by profession. I am a surgeon more specifically. And my profession is taken every time some hard steps are taken by the government. The statements made by the Prime Minister as well as the Gowda ji as a railway minister is, all the medicines are bitter. Dawai kadwa hota hai. Magar results will be sweeter. But unfortunately here both medicine and results are bitter. That's what people don't expect. People are ready to swallow bitter medicine, but they expect the result should be sweeter. But unfortunately the results are not sweeter. So that's a my request to the NDA government is make them, the results will be sweeter sooner than later. The second thing is, the BJP manifesto has stated certain steps to curb the price rise. The few steps I will try to mention here. Special courts to stop hoarding. The special courts stop the hoarding as soon as the government, though it is too early to accuse any government of inefficiency. It is too early, I know. Stop the hoarding. But so far, in their own explanation, I have not found any step towards this. No special courts so far have been established to stop the hoarding. I request the NDA government to take it at the earliest. Then the next question is, though I am a doctor, when I look at the hoarding, who hoards? It's a private members or the government? In my view, both the government as well as the private, both are hoarders. Because the FCI governance, which have a largest number of the godowns, they also hoard. They don't release into the public when there is acute necessity. The Supreme Court has previously commented when the UPA was there. The government is ready the food grain to rot rather than distribute to the public. I request them to, because in their manifesto it is mentioned that they will unbundle the FCI. I request them to unbundle the FCI at the earliest before the people suffer much. The third important thing is, the one thing I don't understand is, in this country, both the farmer complains suffers, the consumer suffers. But the price goes. The farmer never gets a adequate price for the production. The consumer always gets higher than what is produced. But where is the problem? The problem is with the middleman. So we have to check with the middleman. Unless until we check the middleman, that is storage, supply chain, capacity building, unless until we tackle it, all the other measures will be shot up. I request the government to take it at the earliest. That is most essential step to curb the inflation. Two more minutes, sir, because it's my first speech.
Only 1 minute, please conclude.
Okay,
sir. In new parliament, everybody made in speech.
Fourth thing, sir, most important is, this food price increase is an issue which concerns people of the country. In fact, now one of the speakers told, in our country, since my childhood, I am listening the word of Garibi Hatao. But Garibi always remains. In fact, as long as the Garibi is there in this country, some political parties always remain in the power. Maybe that is their policy, I never understood. But now it is the time we have to change the system. The one thing I want to say it is, the commodities, the future in the market, I don't understand. In the market, we have a goods, software, or another company stocks, everything in the stock market. Why pulses in the stock market? Why the food grain in the stock market? Why the commodities in the stock market? Suppose you have this, the person who hoards officially, that is a legal hoarding. Any American buy hoarding the stock market, the commodities in the stock, and he will hold it. The public who wants to eat it, they won't get it. So the most important is, we have to take a radical steps to control this legal hoarding. That's very essential. And fourth step, sir, now most of the time what we see is, the farmer is producing the product, there is no proper storage. Most important is in this today's is, we have to see there should be a storage facility at the village level, at the mandal level, at the taluka level, at the city level. Instead of shifting the food which is produced from the village to the city, and then shifting back from the city back to the village, we are unnecessarily increasing the food cost by means of the transportation. And fifth thing, whatever the measures so far have been addressed, they are going to increase the prices. Let it be railway budget, let it be diesel prices, let it be petrol prices. It is a vicious circle. They are going to increase including the subsidy cut in the fertilizer. They are going to increase the food inputs, production inputs. They are going to raise the price. They are going to increase the inflation. They are not going to decrease the inflation. My request is, the government, instead of uttering the words PPP, that is public-private partnership, I request them to take the steps. Other PPP, that is people's purchasing power, they should increase. They should increase people's purchasing power. So my request is, the Modi ji, as a doctor, people wanted a magic from him. They don't want him to give a bitter pills. My request is, he should deliver by showing the Modi magic. I hope he is going to deliver. We are going to see that. Thank you very much.
Okay.